How'd you get that scar, dude? Somebody's watching. Squatter.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I think there's plenty more I want to ask you.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I feel like I'm going to be bothering Silas at some point.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I always have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Yep, let's go.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Except.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
We're not going that way? We're going this way? Okay.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Where'd he go? Guess we don't care what's on that side, huh? Oh wow, he's way up there. Oh, the graves.
Poor kid. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
One of these just pillars? Weird. Can I talk to him? No. I don't even know if that guy's following me or not. Front door, huh? Something tells me we're not getting in that way.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Mm-hmm. Guess this is... Oh, we couldn't come up this way because the tree fell down. Oh. Well, that's not nice. I mean, it's hard to, like, even if this place was in good shape, like, the vista is not exactly the type of thing you're like, oh, let's go out there and look at the fog.
This entrance is still in use. Whoa! Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And
think I
no
just
baloney.
did.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way. The
sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
Huh. I like the sound of that. But I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley, this hood was trying to break into the mansion.
Do something, Bradley, or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him, Silas. He's working with us. We have reason to believe that someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us in. I promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have told me that earlier, Sonny.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Did I have the option to tell him about the paintings?
Stop bothering me.
I don't think I did.
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
New objective, consult diary. Interesting.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh, what's this?
What kind of meat is this?
Exactly.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
That's him, huh?
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
So, kind of like an argument happened?
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
I would agree.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Thunderstorm coming in.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
What else might we be missing here? Can't go that way. Is this where we want to go?
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Oh, is this where the fire was? Oh, man.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why?
Oh.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
What's this here? Okay.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
I would say it's a good guess.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
This is the missing painting.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Exactly. Okay, I'm intrigued by this mystery.
Did someone escape the fire?
It certainly looks that way. There's certainly more to the story, though.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Oh.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization. By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So, well.
Interesting.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on. I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think I just told you.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Check my CP here. Oh, I have 7 CP available. Okay. That's not bad. I feel like I want to do this one. Let's get it up there, baby. Got it up to 3. That's good. Psychology next. There we go. We'll throw a little bit here into strength. There we go. Okay. Alright, those are all pretty average right now, so that's good. Let's go back out of this, yes.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
That totally looks like something I should be able to read.
This door is locked.
Creepy. That dude moves fast. Ooh, more medicine. Cool. Sweet. Okay, a little bit more, and we'll be up to 30. I'm into it. Nothing there. Interest.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Yeah. And when? Gotta give it to him. This game really does nail the atmosphere pretty well.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
It's hard to tell which way to go. Did he go this way?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
It's Probably a lot of original editions in here. Guess I can't have that out very long. Okay, so there he is. Can we go upstairs? No. It stops me. Okay. I mean, I could theoretically just walk over the furniture, but it doesn't want me to. Ooh. Okay.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Oh. That doesn't look good. Hi, guy.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Mm-hmm. He said they didn't have any money to keep the place up.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Another medal. Damn. I think one more thing and I get an increase on that. There's the fam.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
The lamps almost kind of act as a way of telling you where you can go. If you see a lamp, you could probably go there.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Well, this looks macabre.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. "20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Wonder why we're taking those books.
A crowbar. Could prove useful.
Yeah, right. Maybe on that room that we couldn't get in earlier. interesting. Ooh, moonlight. Oh, now we're up on the second level. Okay.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Interesting. There's Dr. Fuller again. And on the back? Nope. I feel like I keep hearing footsteps. Okay. There's a drop down over there. Nothing there.
Locked.
What is that about?
The boys' room.
Yep.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Now we can see this over here. So these things pop up in certain order.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
A lot.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
All right. A lot of empty picture frames. Cool.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Okay. Use that key, baby. Oh, no, what? Oh. Hey, look at that. It
Perfect.
actually worked. Hey, I keep feel like I'm hearing footsteps. Is the game messing with me? Oh. Yeah, you see this all the time in houses, right?
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Alright.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Okay. Totally same things to do.
Bradley? Is that you? Is anyone there?
Is that right?
You! Stop! Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I got my own lantern now.
I'll cover you.
Why would I want to go back to that? Come on now. This one's far better.
This door was closed earlier.
Yes, it was.
Where did he go? This globe
You really think
seems
that
to have
your
been part of
fugitive
some
came in here?
mechanism.
I don't see any way out.
I think we need to... Yeah. Hold on. Let's back out of that.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
We'll figure it out.
It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Yeah, I couldn't tell anything by that.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
I'll check that here in a second.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins.
We found in the levels. Oh, okay.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Alright, now let's try it.
This panel is movable.
Oh.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Do it.
Well done, Pierce.
Seems like this came from a log.
When else has appeared without a trace? Oh, okay, that's a long time ago. Sacred Beast. Interesting.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.